BrokerHunter.com. I would like to, again, welcome you to the Broker Hunter family, and we are looking forward to working with you. Today's explainer video is going to be about how to do and utilize the Broker Hunter resume search feature. The site is very functional. It's got some great filters built in, but there's some subtleties to it that can get a little confusing, so I'm going to walk you through right now on how to effectively conduct a resume search, and then also show you one of the coolest features on the site where you can get candidates by email. So let's go ahead and get started now. All right, first thing, as always, you're going to go over here to the Employers tab on the screen. You click on that. That'll take you in here, and you'll either log into your account, which you've more than likely already done at this point, and it'll be within your account here. Resume search works regardless of whether you have any resume view credits or not, but what it allows you to do is only, is check your local market and decide if there's anybody in there that you want to look at. If you already have a package with a resume credit balance, you can go over here, and as I click here, you can always check your credit level. This particular account here has unlimited standard jobs, unlimited premium jobs, and 100 resume view credits, and we're going to walk through how to do that here in a moment. So I'll close that out, and again, that is always up here on the upper right side of the account. All right, so you're within your account. We have another tutorial on how to post a job that hopefully you've already watched, but right here, let's click on the resume search feature. And what you'll see is right now we have, this is the unfiltered search of all of the current candidates that are in the system that are currently active, right under 40,000. Just to note, the nature of our site is we're not going to have the sheer volume of resumes like a career builder or a more general job site. The way we market to candidates is very, very specific. It's to financial services professionals, and a lot of them will be FINRA and or insurance licensed individuals across all different categories. But that is how we market. We do have unlicensed candidates on the site as well, but they're coming into the site obviously to be considered for financial advisory opportunities or financial services opportunities. So this is how it works. Now, when you don't have any credits, or if you haven't downloaded a resume, what you'll see right here is just simply it says candidate, candidate, candidate on the way down, but you can see below there's some information about a particular candidate. So let's start here and do a search. Down the left-hand side, you'll see all of the various filters we have. We do have keyword search that I can get to in a minute, but let me go ahead and just walk you through a search. So we're going to go down here, and there's a number of different ways to slice and dice candidates, and if you want to open up any of these boxes, you can do so by simply clicking on the arrow. Now, let's do a search for Atlanta, Georgia. So let's go down here, and let's say we want people that currently reside in Atlanta, Georgia. So what you want to do here is this is a candidate's preferred location. Somebody could live in Atlanta, Georgia, but want to work in, let's say, New York City or Florida. We don't want that for this particular search. We want to go down here, and we want to go to a candidate's current location. We select United States. We go down here and select Georgia, and we do Atlanta, okay? And we're going to look for financial advisor opportunity or candidates. So we're going to go here to the job role. We're going to look for people that are interested in financial advisor opportunities in Atlanta. And we'll come down here and click search. Now again, you can add as many filters as you would like. This is an exclusionary search. So when you do add more filters, it restricts candidates more and more, and sometimes you'll restrict too much where you get no results. But so for this purposes, let's go ahead and pull open this. So currently in the database, we have 178 candidates in Atlanta that have said they want to work at, in Atlanta and under financial advisory position. All right, so now what we can do is let's whittle this down even further, and let's go and do a keyword search, because sometimes candidates don't fill out their licenses. Let's say anybody that has a Series 7 within their resume somewhere. And we're going to do that again. And we have 87 candidates that have that particular keyword within their resume. So we'd say, okay, now we know that these are candidates in Atlanta that more than likely have a Series 7 that live in Atlanta. So now we're whittling down the search here. So what we want to do here also, and you can see on the toggle, you can go by relevancy, or we can go by the newest first. So there's any number of ways you can do that. Now what we do here is I'm going to select the first candidate here. We do not have that candidate's name. Okay. But what you can see is you can see here is a candidate here, and here's the summary. You can get enough information to know if this is somebody that you'd like to use one of your credits on. And you'll see here listed. Let's say I want to go ahead and access this person's full details. So we'll do that here. All right, so I added that candidate to the cart. I go back and continue to do my searches. Let's go back to the search. And we can go down here, and you'll see right here this candidate has been added to the cart. They'll have a remove from cart next to them. And you go down the list like that. Now when you're ready to go ahead and check out, even if you have resume credits, you'll still have to go through the checkout procedure. You'll go see here, here's a candidate you added right here. Let's go ahead and confirm the credit usage. And then there's the candidate's information right there. And since this candidate's on the site, we'll go ahead and click on this. I don't think Lane would care. And right here is Lane's full information, candidate's name, resume attached. I'll go ahead and click on this right now. And let's go ahead and pull open the resume. It's taking a second here, and it'll actually download it off the system here while we're waiting. So this is how the site works. And let me go ahead and refresh my browser here real quick and make sure it's downloading. It should be. Pardon the pop-up. There we go. All right, so here's his full resume here. Very good candidate, great background, actually excellent candidate. So that is the information there. And for those of you looking for candidates in Atlanta, there's a free candidate for you right here. So anyhow, so that is how the resume search works. And then what we do here is I'll just exit out of that when we're done, and we'll go back to our candidate search. So now you have Elaine's information right here, and he is now one of your candidates. So when you go back here, you can go under Purchase Resumes, and you'll now see all of these. And these are various candidates that have been purchased within there, and now you have all of their information archived in there. And that's really how the search works. It's very, very easy to use. Now, here's an interesting feature. If you're in Atlanta and you say, okay, well, let's do a quick search and look, and don't see anybody in there right now, or I don't want to come back and check all the time to see if there's anybody new. We're going to set up what we call a candidate by email. So we're going to call this one Atlanta FA. Okay. And I'm going to set up a search exactly like I did. This search right here can be done by anyone, regardless of whether you have a resume credit, so you don't have to purchase it. This is preferred location, so I made a mistake here. You want to go back down here to current location. Again, we want to do a search just like we did before. And we go down here, we go to Atlanta, and then we go to current position, job role, and we want financial advisors in Atlanta. And I want people with and I can put a license, but for these purposes here, we're just going to do we're going to just add an alert of anybody that's there. So what happens here is I just set up a job alert. So anytime a candidate hits that has any of these criteria, their current location Atlanta, looking for financial advisor jobs, I'm going to get an email right there that notifies me that there's a candidate in there within the account to go look at. Very, very handy tool. You can go in there and decide at that point whether or not you want to purchase the resume or apply one of your credits. So it's a great way to do it. If you get tired of an alert, you can always just go in here and delete it like this. You can add up to 5 different alerts. I think it actually, I've seen as many as 10 within an account. So you can have all kinds of different alerts set up within your market, no problem, and it's up to you when somebody new hits the site. And that's how you automate the resume search feature. A couple of quick notes on resume search where it really, really works well typically are for your candidates that are looking to get into a financial advisory job or a more entry-level role. It works exceptionally well for compliance, operations, sales assistants, and all of that. Many of you will say, well, there's no producers that will post a resume on a service like this. In a lot of cases that is true. Ones that are typically in production at the moment, don't typically post resumes, although we do see them, so it's certainly worth going in there and doing a quick look to see. However, there are a lot of great candidates with a lot of great background within the resume database, and you just have to go filter and find them. And very important to set up the resume alerts, the candidate by email, so that you're notified when a good candidate hits the site in real time. Because the candidates that are posting their resumes on the site, actively looking, typically go very, very quickly. So it's important to jump on them very quick if you see somebody that looks like they'd be a good fit for your organization. So that is how the resume search function works. You can purchase resume credits online if you do not have any, and certainly we have some packages available here. You can find those under the View More Products tab for the various resume view package levels. So hopefully this helps out a lot. As always, please feel free to give any of us a call at Broker Hunter. Our number is 888-955-6795, extension 203. If you ever have any questions whatsoever, we would be happy to walk you through this as well and help you in any way possible. Thank you so much for your time today. Goodbye.